What is up, New Worlders? This is a video to teach you how to portal like a champion. Are you trying to do portals for experience and getting crappy experience? Are you missing a whole bunch of portals because people kill them first and you don't get in to do them in time? Well, then you are doing it wrong. So, I'm going to show you some things that even this whole big giant Zerg here is doing wrong. First things first, I am currently level 51 and I am up in the Fallen Frontier doing level 65 portals. Really we're just gonna follow these guys around and I'm gonna walk you through the different portals that are out there and how to maximize each one, what'll get you credit, what won't give you credit, etc. So that one we're gonna miss because it is Corruption Potion. Talk about that in a second. This is a Veil. Veils are famous for people standing in the entrance with their staffs, like a bunch of speds. But anyway, I'll show you on the next one. You are going to need a Life Staff, and you're going to need the maximum travel distance Cosmic Shift ability. Otherwise you will not keep up. Okay, so they just finished this one, right? They're going to go to the next one. I'm actually going to let them get a head start. Now I'm gonna Life Staff, switch to my Hatchet, put on Berserker. I'm now running faster than everyone else. Typically speaking, and you'll see this when you keep watching, this is gonna keep me ahead of the pack. So this is a carapace. To get credit on the carapace, you want to hit the carapace, or get hit by the carapace. So I should be good now. I should get credit for this one. We shall see. And don't just stand there once you do the thing that gets you credit for the portal. Hit the other stuff around as well. Okay, so Corruption Breach defeated. I didn't actually hit the carapace, I just got hit by it. This is a cultist portal. Cultist portal will have one cultist on each side to start. That's how you know it's the first wave. Second wave can be one of two different things. It can be either Impaler or Entity. The Impalers and Entities are usually enough to give you credit. See what spawns. See all those guys on one side? They're actually on the right side. Notice the Impaler spawned here. Nothing spawned on this side in that same spot, which means the boss for this one is going to spawn here. Just because you see a giant group of people all standing on one side of the portal doesn't always mean it's the right side for the boss. It's really just a Zerg mentality kind of thing. Don't always follow the crowd. Crowd's a good indicator. It's not the law for how it works. But I want to finish leveling my sword, so I'm going to hit some of these guys instead of just standing there. And I'm actually going to skip hitting the boss this time, because I've hit the cultists and a few of the entities and impalers. One more wave of impalers or entities. Learn the waves. Learn what's happening. Okay, so next is either going to be a Corruption Heavy or a Corrupted Elk. That will be the boss for this portal, which is not going to spawn until somebody kills this thing or the other one that's out there. Here it comes. Watch it insta-die. I'm not even going to touch it. And watch me still get credit for the portal. You want to make a good habit of having your map open to know where you're going next. So I'm going to Life Staff, Berserker Hatchet, get ahead of most of these people. This is another carapace, you know, because it's one single pillar in the middle. I don't think it may. If it hit me, I'm going to get credit. If it did not hit me, I will. But we're going to keep swinging on the bad guys for extra experience. It did not hit me. No experience. Womp womp. This is one of two different large portal types. This one is Portal. Portal Large. So there's Portal Large and then there's Carapace Large. Portal Large is going to have these acolytes, and then it's going to ultimately spawn there's a wave of this, there's another wave after, there's 2 corrupted elks, there's another wave, there's I'm just making sure that I'm doing damage as many different things as I can to get experience on those different things, and also level my sword. See how my sword's almost done? Bottom I'm also watching the timer on my corruption potion. It's got 27 seconds left. We're kind of in between waves, so I'm going to take this time to refresh it. They haven't killed enough stuff yet, so we're not getting the next wave. You hear that noise? That loud gong chime thing? That's where he's coming. There's going to be an acolyte on the other side that people probably aren't killing because they're all zerged up in this pile right here. We're going to work on whatever's closest to us. There's the acolyte from the other side. So all those people that are standing in that big Zerg pile, they might get some experience here and there. More often than not, they're going to miss the experience on most of these moves. So they've killed enough to spawn the next one. Here's the 2 heavies. This is kind of like the midway point of the portal. Hit this guy a couple times. Going to see if I can get a hit on the other one for experience. But these guys are not getting experience from a lot of the mobs, and they're certainly not getting weapon skill just spamming their staffs like a bunch of spells. So even if they get the levels, they're not going to have the weapon skills unless they go spend extra time at elsewhere. I like to do more than one thing at once. Wave. Okay, we have that cultist swarming. I think Figure 1 is next. Nope. One more. And I am taking corruption damage. But someone that is also of the same faction as I am has been healing. In the event that you don't have someone that's healing, even with the level 65 portals, you'll see that I'm using, look bottom right, it's a tier 3 corruption potion. That's all you need. That will give you enough time to mitigate the corruption long enough to heal up between waves. Hey, max my sword, so we're going to switch that to the hammer now. There's the big guy. Tap. You don't have to hit the portal. I usually like to be ready to leave after someone starts it. I don't see anyone actually doing it. Oh, lag? There it goes. Go to the next portal. Hatchet. Notice that I am ahead of most of the life staffers. I did get hit by the tentacle, but I did not hit the tentacle, so that's going to tell us whether or not I want to actually be able to get the credit. Assuming I don't get murdered right now. Okay, so getting hit by the tentacle counts, you don't have to hit it. This is another cultist portal. One just went running behind me. He's probably going to die really quick. So we'll get the hits in on this guy. Get some weapon skill, get some experience, and make sure we're locking credit for the portal. That one's still alive. How are you all that bad? Okay, so let's watch where they spawn. Entities on this side. So boss will spawn on this side. Zerg happens to be on that side this time. Swarmers give absolutely no credit, by the way. So when you go to try to hit mobs to lock in and secure the experience for the portal, don't necessarily aim for the swarmers. I like to go for them because they're easy to kill and free experience. I hate them so much. Please move, good sir. Stop body blocking me, you sped. Like, at least hit it if you're not gonna let me hit it. Look at them all standing there, waiting for someone else to kill the impalers. Free experience and weapon skill for me. Okay, so this will be the last wave of impalers. Boss is next. I'm not even going to bother hitting it because it's going to insta-die from all the mage spam. I'll get free experience from this. This time it's a heavy. It can be a heavy or an elk, either way. What I'm not doing very well right now is watching my map while we do this, because I'm trying to talk to you guys as well. I may have actually cucked myself on that one. Yeah, I did. I left before someone started to actually kill the portal itself. So I was out of range and the timer ticked down to abandon the quote-unquote quest for me, or abandon the event for me, before I got credit for that one. Don't do that. Wait until someone is actually actively on the portal. But you will notice that I am far ahead of the Zerg right now, which means that I will easily be able to lock in credit on the next one.
Whoa!
Whoa, staff. Don't shoot me. Oh, you're an axe boy. This is a Veil, one of the worst ones to deal with Zergs. Notice there's no one around me. See them all back there? Also because I looked a little bit early on that one. Let's be fair. For the Veils, the other thing I like to do is not stand at the door and slap the Veil like everybody else. Oh god, Jesus. Thanks for that Veil. So, bad example. But stand just behind it, so when they all get knocked out, you can run it. Less chance of you having to deal with people blocking potion off, that's why. Watch your corruption potion. Just put a new one up. It's life staff. I don't know where oh, did get that one. Sometimes you get lucky. Watch where the Zerg is going. They're going straight. I'm gonna go straight. Hatchet. Berserker. We're going in. This is a cultist portal. They are slower and easier to get credit for because they have different waves of mobs. It's the kill. Miss it super quick. So I'm going to make sure that I'm hitting a couple of different things just to lock in credit for this portal. Extra mobs like this guy are good for free experience and weapon skill, not necessary. Just like the Swarmers, not necessary to get credit for the portal. Let's see what spawns. On that side. Yikes. Excuse me, sir. Go for the Impaler. Hit the Impaler. Let's hit the Swarmer. Heal up. Heal up again. Heavy. Heavy goes map. Next one is going to be left. Aim ourselves that way. Woe staff, hatchet. We're in. In front of everybody. Carapace. Credits locked in. I'm going to turn and swing on the Swarmers and the Cultists to get experience, while the rest of the Zerg swings at Carapace to try to get credit. Should be quicker at checking the map. I'm going to guess they're going this way, but that is a guess. Many are going this 50-50. But there's more up this way, so the reason I chose this way, there's 2 portals down south and we just killed a bunch down south. There's a lot more up top, so the people that just ran south are going to lose out on some of the ones that are up here. They may lose out on all of them if they don't get back quick enough, depending on how many people went down and what the DPS looks like on those portals. Just, you know, do things that make sense, think logically. So again, hatchet. There was a bunch of people right next to me. Now there's one guy next to me.
Whoa!
Cultist portal wouldn't have really mattered anyway, but I like to get in, get my swings, get my MERB credit, come back here. So this will be the last one for now. I'll do a quick recap at the end and shut the video down because I don't want to make it too long. Ouch. Ouch.
Body.
Impalers on this side. Boss should be on this side. Come back here. Come back here. I hate you. Oh, we hear the little gong noise, so even though that guy's not dead, we know the next wave is going to spawn. It is. So the way that it works is you don't have to kill every single mob in the wave. You have to kill a certain percentage of them. Gong noise, next wave. We don't care about that impaler in the back. To know. Next one, I'm going to assume they're going to go straight. Let's see. See, now we can wait a minute to see which... No one was unlocking it. No! Gimme! Shit, did I do it again? Okay, so they're going this way. Whoa, staff, hatchet, I'm in the water. Don't get in the water. Cultist portal doesn't really matter, but if it were not, we would still be ahead of most of the Zerg, which would help us in short credit. So I hope that helps understand a couple of different things. We'll do a recap here. Let's go to the side so I can pay attention to what I'm saying and what I'm doing. For a level 65 portals, you will be just fine with your tier 3 corruption tinctures. You don't need anything higher than that as long as you have a woe staff to heal yourself with. Anything below this tier portal, any lower level portal, you can even go with rank 2 corruption potions. You don't need anything more than that. You do not need to staff spam like everybody else just to get credit. Unnecessary. I'm taking corruption damage from being in the portal. Drink one, see if I can cheese some food. Leveling weapon skills will go much faster if you don't just stand in the Zerg pile. Also, not standing in the Zerg pile and hitting as many of the non-swarmer mobs like you saw me doing will not only again get you more experience and more weapon skill more quickly, but it will also help ensure that you're locking in credit for the portal. You don't have to hit the boss. Cultist portals, you want to go for the cultists, the impalers, and the entities, or the swarmers. At the... Oops, am I gonna crash? Nope. At the veils, you want to go for impalers or entities outside, or get hit by the veil door blowing up. I recommend not getting hit by the veil door blowing up. Stand a little bit back, and as soon as it pops and you see everyone in front get knocked back, you run in and hit the boss. I find that way to be more successful. Also, those portals sometimes spawn right on top of where mobs spawn, so you can run in and get additional hits on those mobs, more experience, more weapon skill more quickly. We didn't see a tentacle yet. Tentacles are a little bit different because they die super fast. For tentacles, I recommend hitting them with a ranged weapon as soon as you get close enough to do so. Also, getting hit by the tentacle will work. Oh, we did see one. That's right. I got hit by it. So getting hit by the tentacle... Oh, this guy's a yellow guy. I'm going to pick you up. Fuck that green guy. Getting hit by the tentacle or damaging the tentacle will both lock in credit for you. A last resort for any of these portals that you can try is to actually close the portal itself. That's when all of the waves are done or the portal is exposed. On some of them, like the carapace ones, there may still be mobs running around, but the portal is exposed. If you spam E on that and you're actually the one that closes the portal, most of the time that will lock in credit for you as well. But that's pretty pretty much it. The only other thing you want to do that I didn't demonstrate great in this video because I'm having a hard time coordinating my mouth and my hands and my brain is have your map open. Like once you've locked in credit, have the map popped open, figure out which portal they're most likely going to next or which one you think you should go to next. Aim yourself at that portal. You don't have to woe staff first to get there first because I've showed you the movement speed little trick that we use. Make sure that the Zerg is committing to that direction before you commit to a direction and end up at a portal that nobody else is at. Because then you're going to miss out on whatever one they're at because it's going to be dead before you get there. And you might die at the one you're at. Those are none of the things that you want. Hope that helps. Get out there. Portal like a champion. Level faster than everybody else. Level better than everybody else. And then after I'm done leveling my weapons, I will be posting some PvP builds. These are all just leveling nonsense, but I will have a PvP build for you guys that will include not only each individual skill tree, but will also include cross-tree abilities that used to work with each other. I'm going to test them, make sure they do, but should still work with each other. The way it used to work in the previous iteration was if you had a skill on a weapon, one of the passives. So not an active skill that you're going to use, but a passive skill. As long as you had that weapon on your weapon bar, you would be able to use that skill for the most part. I'm going to double check that just to make sure, but either way, stay tuned for a PvP weapon build that will include all of this stuff. Sword is done, hatchet's done, hammer's next, then we're going bow, musket. Again, hope it helps. I'll see you soon. Have a good one.